I was out there in the Chicago elements when it was like 20 below zero. You know, it was so cold that I took pain pills to try to relieve the pain that I was feeling.
People attacking you because you on the streets.
I've been hit by a car, I've been shot, and I've been stabbed.
Yeah, I slept in abandoned buildings a lot. I just slept in hallway, and it ain't sleeping.
I mean, anybody could be down on their luck. You can have $1 million a day and be broke tomorrow.
Streetwise is instead of shaking a cup or asking for money, we have news. We have a product of news you can use today.
You develop your own business as an entrepreneur.
You're giving something back.
Streetwise is a low barrier opportunity for people to earn money immediately with dignity. And they do that by selling a magazine that we publish weekly. They buy it from us for 90 cents, sell it for $2, thereby earning money immediately.
It gives you some self-esteem to know that you're running your own business and that you doing something for yourself.
To me, every time I'm out there, some of them sell on Sunday too, but I don't mind it, like Monday through Saturday. But I'm always pouring my heart out there.
The mission and the intent of the organization is to empower the entrepreneurial spirit through the dignity of self-employment.
Vendors are different from a panhandle, okay? Because vendors get up every morning just like people that go to work, every day. That's what I like about it. I see people in the morning, they on their way to work, and guess what? I'm already at work.
We get to hang out for a couple months a year pretty deeply with some really cool people at Streetwise. I think it's easy to say we've gotten more from them than they've gotten from us. Like, I've learned and felt so deeply some of the things that I've realized.
You can actually come in and discover a new family, a whole new family, Streetwise as a family.
You can develop your soft skills. Even if you just want to go get a 9 to 5, you got to know how to deal with the public in any and everything you do, so it's great.
You can come and use the computer. We have a job service. You can come in and develop your resume.
When they say the entrepreneur spirit, it gets up on you. Other things hit you. You see other things that you might want to get into.
We still are human beings.
We're not all in the same place, frame of mind, but we're all equal because we're all human.
I can't imagine a better way to start things off. Good evening, everyone. My name's Jim Miller, and I'm going to be kind of your MC and host tonight. My normal job would be your auctioneer, but we're not able to do that tonight, of course. It's my 9th year with Streetwise, and this is their largest annual fundraiser, and we just couldn't do it without you. We, of course, have had to pivot and accommodate these unprecedented times. You guys are a big part of that just tuning in tonight, so thank you again. Our presentation will certainly be different, but the mission is unwavering for Streetwise. Provide a hand up, not a handout. Vulnerable citizens. Tonight, we're going to meet Streetwise vendors, job seekers, donors, supporters, as well as Streetwise staff. We'll also be announcing the most extraordinary list of the 20 most inspiring Chicagoans of 2020. So you've picked a good night to join us. The goal tonight is to inspire you through the personal stories of our vendors and engage you in a manner that helps to connect you with the courageous souls served every day by Streetwise. This year, Streetwise vendors lost their jobs and job seekers were shut out of the job market because of the pandemic. Your year-round support, and specifically during this event tonight, allows Streetwise to provide economic opportunities and the basic needs for people experiencing homelessness and poverty in Chicago. In addition to watching tonight, you can, as the kids say, hit us up on Facebook or Twitter or LinkedIn. We're everywhere out there. If there's a comment section, feel free to jump in there. We'd love to hear from you tonight. There is an easy way for you to contribute as well. There's 2 primary ways we're going to focus on this. Here's the super easy one. Get your phone out and text Streetwise. No spaces. Streetwise. Send it to 243-725. You'll get a text message back, and it'll walk you through the process. You can make a contribution. $10, $50, $500. It's all very simple. If you're watching us at streetwise.org, just throw a slash and donate on there, and you can donate right there. It's that easy. We want this to be entertaining. We want it to be informative, and we want you to know that it means an awful lot that you've joined us here tonight. So we thank you in advance. If you do the text message thing, here's the bonus. The Cadence Family Foundation tonight has said we want to see this text to give thing take off. So if you make a donation tonight, they're going to match it. They'll do that up to a total of $5,000 for everybody. So send that text message to a couple of your friends and say, give them 20 bucks, help them out, and know that the Cadence Family Foundation will double that amount tonight. So we thank you again so much for being here. Let's get things started. Let's get somebody who really knows what they're doing in here. Please welcome Chairman of the Streetwise Advisory Board, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Swartz. Ben?
Thank you all very much for joining us. These are extraordinary times, and I cannot be more proud of Streetwise vendors, staff, and our board for how we have answered the call. Our mission is to give a hand up through the sale of the Streetwise magazine. Our vendors purchase those magazines from Streetwise and sell them on our streets for a profit. There are much easier options for them to find shelter for the evening and raise those funds. They choose the difficult path because they want to work. Before I get into updates since the last gala, I'd like to acknowledge some of our sponsors for this evening. The Cadence Family Foundation, Joseph and Bessie Feinberg Family Foundation, the Swartz Family Foundation, Streeterville Productions, Acorn Investments, Marcel Digital, NBA Cares, CIBC, Greenlining Realty USA, Bruce Crane and Laura Cooper, Steve and Bonnie Katz, Harry Hoffman and Family, Harry Hoffman Family Foundation, and Heather Zimmerman and Family. There have been a lot of developments since last we spoke. Late 2019, we began the process of merging with the YWCA of Metropolitan Chicago, an incredible group who wanted to extend their reach into the homeless population of Chicago. Earlier this year, Streetwise officially became powered by the YWCA. But that celebration was muted as COVID-19 changed our world overnight. Streetwise vendors could no longer sell magazines, and we needed to move quickly to support them in this new normal. Dozens of you gave immediately, and those funds made all the difference. We raised tens of thousands of dollars, which subsidized vendors, supported our extended meal program, and kept the organization solvent during the most challenging months of our lives. And because we love epic challenges, Streetwise also moved offices after 10 years in Uptown. We are now in South State Street near Cermak. Our new facilities are gorgeous, they are functional, and they give us the room we need to expand. Thank you again, Pete Cadence and the Pete Cadence Family Foundation, as well as Bruce Crane, Amanda, Allie, Patrick, but last but not least, Julie Youngquist and her entire family. Thank you all for making that move happen. It was March, it was cold, the pandemic was exploding, and without a moving company, that team got it done. These folks are tough, determined, and there's nothing that's going to stop them. Not a merger, a move, or a pandemic, not even if all three happen at the exact same time. Thank you again for joining this evening. Happy to have you here. Back to you, Jim.
Thanks, Ben. You know, when Chicago basically shuts down for months at a time and we're all told, stay home, don't go to work, avoid crowds, we sacrifice a certain amount of community that we tend to enjoy. Avoiding public transportation, canceling large gatherings, just walking downtown became something we didn't anymore. Well, when our lack of movement stopped, it meant we also didn't run into our favorite Streetwise vendors. I know I certainly haven't seen mine in a while. Used to always stand right there by the train and I would see them a couple times a week. I remember a few years ago at this event, And before things started to really get going, people were getting dropped off by their taxi cabs. And there was a Streetwise vendor who had very smartly set himself up there as people were getting out of their cars and dressed to the nines to come to this event. And he had a chance to sell everyone there one of his newspapers for the day. And I saw numerous people, and many of you were probably in this category, where you just gave them a 20. I saw one guy give a $50 bill. Well, he's not out there tonight. So if you want to contribute to those souls, to those people that are really stepping up to get a good chance at life, you can do so tonight. Text Streetwise to 243-725, follow the directions, and make that contribution that you would normally just hand to a vendor if you ran into them. Tonight is the night to do that. The Cadence Family Foundation, again, matching all your contributions, totaling up to $5,000. You can also go to streetwise.org/donate, and you can do it there as well. Thank you very much. I want to introduce our executive director, our fearless leader, and she who needs very little introduction, but please welcome the executive director of Streetwise, ladies and gentlemen, Julie Youngquist.
Thanks so much, Jim and Ben, and thanks to all of you for joining us here tonight for this live virtual celebration of dignity, inspiration, and community. We are so honored that you're all joining us and that we have our 20 most inspiring Chicagoans on hand to be recognized. As you've been hearing all night, the theme 2020, what a year. We've been both blessed and challenged to deliver on our mission during these very, very strange times. As Ben remarked, we began the first part of this year moving about our business to merge with our new partner, the YWCA Metropolitan Chicago, and even implementing plans to recruit and retain new vendors, prepare people for jobs, and offering new services and supports to get people back on their feet. But as we all know too well, COVID hit Chicago and the shelter-in-place order went into effect. And on April 6th, 120 Streetwise vendors and dozens of job seekers saw their livelihoods and prospects gone in the blink of an eye. Unfortunately, that's just nothing new for many of the people we serve. But we're Streetwise. We could not leave them without an option. Streetwise has always been that last hand that someone grabs before falling through the safety net, and often that first hand they grab after they've fallen through. We have so many looking to us to be that crucial lifeline between sleeping inside or sleeping rough, between eating or starving, between accessing a community of support or being invisible and left behind. And in some cases, it was literally the choice of life and death. With so much at stake, we had to get to work quickly. It was the gravity of the situation and the sense of urgency that our vendors felt that drove us to do more, be more, and deliver more. And we did deliver. As Ben had started mentioning, we raised money to provide stimulus funds for 12 weeks and emergency support for those who didn't qualify for government support. Our I'm Still Here campaign brought in hundreds of new digital donations and subscriptions and supports for our vendors. We kept our doors open this entire time. Through the entire pandemic, our doors were open for our vendors so we could provide food, toiletries, emergency clothing, and access to just community. Through partners including World Central Kitchens, we distributed 400 hot meals every week for 24 weeks. That's more than almost 10,000 meals since the beginning. Also through partners, we were able to provide shelf-stable items, crackers, nuts, noodles, just groceries, because groceries were scarce for a while and our vendors really needed these crucial resources. In the early days of the pandemic, we were quite frankly the only source of PPE for our vendors. Not only masks and disposable gloves, but we were able to get hand sanitizer to keep our vendors safe. We got to go back to work in May through our partnership with the YWCA doing street outreach with the homeless population. 75 vendors went back to work and another 12 were employed full-time to work. Actually, yesterday was their last day. But on July 6th, an amazing day, we got to go back to street sales. Our sales look a little bit different with social distancing, masks, but our vendors are so glad to be back to work and our customers are glad to see them. We've even recently reopened our headquarters to provide sales training, supportive services, and even restart our job club. It has been such a long and strange year. We look forward to continue to deliver on our mission as we have for the past 28 years to provide a hand up and not a handout. Because of all of you, our readers, supporters, and loyal customers, our vendors through all of this are still here.
Still here. Hello, everybody. I'm Donald Morris, 6708. Yes, I am still here.
I'm still here.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
Still here.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
I'm still here.
Amazing that we are still here. Streetwise is a pretty strong community, and we are honored tonight to be joined by so many of those in our community who have been inspiring to take up the challenges and opportunities of this time to really make a difference in the lives of Chicagoans. That is why the 20 Most Inspiring Chicagoans Award was born, to elevate the work of people doing amazing things throughout the city who would have maybe otherwise gone unnoticed. So we, as we have in the past, we opened up nominations to the entire city of Chicago and beyond. After receiving hundreds of nominations, our selection committee got down to the 20 Most Inspiring Chicagoans this year. Now, because we're not in person, the recognition has to look a little bit different. So many of you may have seen, we aired personal interviews of all of our honorees throughout the month of September as a way to elevate their work and make sure their voice was really heard in this entire production. But I'm also glad that we're able to bring them on live to recognize them in front of all of you tonight. So I'd like to introduce the first group of our 20 Most Inspiring honorees. Lasaya Wade from the Brave Space Alliance, Seth El Jamal, Friends of the Children, Alita Clark, Hugs No Slugs, Adam Hollingsworth, the Dreadhead Cowboy and anti-violence activist, Diane Latiker, Kids Off the Block, Julian Posada from Lift Up Enterprises, and Olatunji Obaye Reed from Equid City. Thank you all for the amazing work that you do.
My name is Arby Bowman. I'm 52 years old. I'm a mother of 4. When my daughter was like 3 years old, we came from Minnesota. My son and my daughter's dad actually had got a job down there, so we moved down there. And somebody broke into our house, and they literally, when I say robbed us, they took so much from us. And when the police came out and did a report, there was nothing they could really do because we didn't know who did it. Nobody seen nothing. And my daughter's like, Mommy, I don't want to be here. She was afraid. And I was afraid for our safety. And we ended up going to stay in the shelter before I could get on my feet. I thank God because, when I did land on my feet, thanks to a company called Streetwise, where they do vendors, where they help people try to get up off the streets, where they sell magazines, and they really help people. And my friend told me she was going for this training class. I decided to go into Streetwise and see what this business opportunity was about. And when I get there, they're talking about where you take up a business class where you learn how to dress, how to talk to an employee, what to prepare when you go in for this job. And I took the class, and on the last day, Monterey Security was up in there trying to hire people. And I filled out the application, and I was lucky. The lady called me within a week. I went in, I got my ID, did everything, and I've been with Monterey for 5 years. And I also work at a high school doing security, Niles North High School. I've been there going on 3 years now. I mean, I just love it. And you know, when me and my daughter left the shelter, she was 3.5 years old, and I told her, if we ever got out, I would never look back at a shelter. She's 16 now, I thank God. But if it wasn't for Amanda and them in Streetwise, I wouldn't have the job that I have now. You know, so they helped me, and I went back and I did the update resume to them in Streetwise. I owe them all the gratitude in the world. And when I have time, I like to go out and feed the homeless people. I make up my own little bags of snacks. And when we go out and give out personal care, I give them each a hand sanitizer. You got a face mask in there. You got a wash towel. And I also added a watch in there. You know, if I can help, that's what I really want to do. That's my passion and my goal. And I hope one day I can have my own business helping out the homeless people. That means so much to me.
Thank you, Arby. What a great story. Keep up the great attitude. We're pulling for you. Even for those of us fortunate enough to have a home, some emergency resources, and a support system in place, the last 7 months have been a considerable challenge. Now imagine going through this same worldwide pandemic with none of that. You're told to wash your hands 6 times a day, wear a mask, get some hand sanitizer, and go online if you need some updates. This is not easy when you're on the streets. Streetwise adapted, pivoted, and started supplying PPE and hygiene supplies to those who needed it most, almost immediately. Streetwise staff would have much rather been preparing folks for that next job interview, but instead they went into survival mode for those who needed it most. This is what I know for certain. Streetwise isn't going anywhere. Its commitment to serving those in need is too often overlooked and ignored. Streetwise will keep its doors open, helping provide resources for those experiencing homelessness. It'll offer them an opportunity to earn income through the sale of Streetwise magazine. The staff will continue to help prepare for and find employment for those in need. Meals will always be available, and PPE and hygiene supplies will be there for people when they need it as this continues. You've got an opportunity to help tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It is this simple. Send a text message to 243725. In that text, just send Streetwise. Streetwise, 23725. Streetwise.org/donate if that's easier for you. But please do so tonight. Know that if you make a text donation, that the Cajun Family Foundation is going to be matching it tonight. We hope to fully exhaust their $5,000 match that they've put out there tonight. Let's check back with Julie and hear about a few more of these honorees. Julie?
Thanks so much, Jim. So it is now my pleasure to bring onto the screen the next group of the 20 most inspiring Chicagoans. I'd like to start with Tanika Johnson, the brains behind the Folded Mat Project, Jesse Tuverbo from Cara Chicago, David Dietz from NBA Cares, Dr. Isabel Olson from the Salt and Light Coalition. Slow down. And then our last 3 couldn't join us tonight, but wanted to recognize Ella Jenkins, the First Lady of Children's Music, Brian Cressy from Above and Beyond, and Chris Redd, SNL fame, comedian, and amazing local Chicago philanthropist. So congratulations to all of you.
Thank you.
Now back to Jim.
What the fuck?
It's fun. It's fun. Hey, there I am. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
It's great to hear everybody there. So want to thank again all of our honorees, congratulate rather our honorees tonight. It's inspiring. And, you know, Julie mentioned it earlier, and please, after this program tonight or tomorrow when you've got a chance, go to the website and see the videos for each of these honorees. They really are fantastic. You learn a lot about each one of them. We want to thank our generous sponsors, people that have been on board when we get into trouble, when we really need them. These are the folks that step up first and foremost. Thank you to Greenlining Realty USA, Bruce Crane and Laura Cooper, Steve and Bonnie Katz, Harry Harry, the Cadence Family Foundation. I don't think that's right. I think I got Harry's name in there somewhere. Sorry about that. The Cadence Family Foundation, Joseph and Bessie Feinberg Family Foundation, the Swartz Family Foundation, Streeterville Productions, Acorn Investments, CIBC, Marcel Digital, NBA Cares, Hoffman Family Foundation, Heather Zimmerman and family, and as I mentioned earlier, a random Harry that has been very helpful. We thank you, sir. Tonight, we rightfully celebrate the many successes of the Streetwise vendors each year at this event, but we also come to terms with losing some of those closest to us. Tonight, we want to recognize the hole left in our community by those that we've lost.
That was beautiful. They certainly will be missed as part of our community. But tonight is also a celebration of the community that's doing all of this amazing work. And I now am thrilled to bring out our final group of honorees, rounding out our 20 most inspiring Chicagoans. That includes Brittany Robbins from the Gray Matter Experience, Ed Marzewski. Let's just call you the mayor of Bridgeport. There's so much. Dr. Ngozi Ezike, the head of the Illinois Department of Public Health, Matthew Hoffman, the curator of the #YouAreBeautiful movement,
Hey.
Christy Katz from World Central Kitchen, and Lamel McMorris from Green Lining Realty. Congratulations, everyone. So you probably can't see. You probably noticed tonight that our honorees, many of our honorees are wearing t-shirts, which is not typical for a formal event. You've also probably noticed that we didn't do a typical auction or a raffle to raise additional resources to deliver on our mission. But we wanted to do something very streetwise and give you a very unique opportunity to support our vendors and job seekers. So to tell you more about these amazing t-shirts, I want to bring out someone who can tell you a little bit more about them. Maybe. Oh, and Julian joined us. I want to bring out someone who can tell you a little bit more about them.
Hey, it's me.
Maybe.
Hey, so I'm Scott Marvel. We started Give a
Oh,
Shirt.
and Julian joined us.
Where's Julian?
I want to bring out someone who can tell you a little bit more about them.
Hey, it's me. Sorry about that. I got caught up in the lag here.
So I'm Scott Marvel.
We started
Give a
Oh,
Shirt.
and Julian joined us.
we started this Give a Shirt thing in 2015, and what we did was, it's Daily Planet Productions. We do video production for people, but we also screen t-shirts and design t-shirts. So we decided, let's reach out to artist friends of ours, have them design t-shirts for us. We'll screen print the shirts. They donate the designs. We screen print the shirts in a basement on the northwest side, and then we sell those shirts at pop-ups on our website, and 100% of the profits go to Streetwise. And over 5 years, we've given Streetwise over $130,000. And I'd like to offer a special discount. If you order tonight using the discount code Judy, you will get 20% off of a Give a Shirt shirt. We have several designs. Matthew's one of our designers, Matthew Hoffman. Jeff Tweedy's designed 3 designs. It's been a lot of fun. The Give a Shirt team is 3 people, myself, my sister Pam, and Janine. They both keep me organized. I screen all the shirts, and that's about it. And Jeff Tweedy's designed 3 designs. It's been a lot of fun. The Give a Shirt team is three people, myself, my sister Pam, and Janine. They both keep me organized. I screen all the shirts, and that's about it. And Jeff Tweedy's designed 3 designs. It's been a lot of fun.
Thanks, Scooter. Love the 20% off code. I do want to thank everyone for joining us, contributing, and engaging with us tonight. But I have to thank everyone who had something to do with this event. The Daily Planet, Jeff Spitz from Groundswell Educational Films, Dave Hamilton, Kelly Luckman from Lightfellow, Jim Miller, our MC, the Streetwise Associates Board, Ben Swartz, and of course our partner, the YWCA Metropolitan Chicago.
Hey,
oh, nice!
I got a shirt
Jim.
too.
Love
I didn't know I
it.
couldn't get-
Love it.
I wish I had that discount code about a day ago. This has been great. Julie, thank you so much. It is just an incredible undertaking, and it is an overused term to say that we've all had to pivot and adapt, but that's exactly what we've all had to do, and we have pulled this off. And what I know more about the Streetwise supporters is that it doesn't have to be perfect for them, that many of the people that we help live a life that's nowhere near perfect. And so the fact that they're here tonight, and some of you who couldn't make it will still contribute, it means an awful lot to me, and I know it means an awful lot to the fantastic folks at Streetwise. So a thank you again to everybody at Greenlining Realty, Acorn Investments, Marcel Digital, NBA Cares, Hoffman Family Foundation, Heather Zimmerman and family, as well as Laura Cooper, Bruce Crane, CIBC, Stephen Bonnie Katz, the Cadence Family Foundation, Joseph and Bessie Feinberg Family Foundation, the Swartz Family Foundation, Streeterville Productions, Acorn Investments. I think I mentioned they get 2 tonight. And literally every single one of you, no matter what you gave, whether it was $10 tonight or $500 a couple of weeks ago, this need isn't going away. And I know that many of us out here, we're having a tough time. And so to ask at this point, we wouldn't do it unless it was just absolutely a matter of life and death. And it really is. So whatever you can give tonight, thank you so very much. Again, if you text 243725, send Streetwise to 243725, your contribution tonight up to a total of $5,000 is going to be matched by the Cadence Family Foundation. So thank you all for tuning in tonight. Share that link with your friends. Go to the website, look at the videos of our honorees. These are 20 amazing men and women that keep Chicago and make it the great city that we all know and love. Good night. Be safe. Please get out and vote on November 3rd. We'll see you next year, September 30th, 2021. We'll do this live.
I was out there in the Chicago elements when it was like 20 below zero. You know, it was so cold that I took pain pills to try to relieve the pain that I was feeling.
People attacking you because you on the streets.
I've been hit by a car, I've been shot, and I've been stabbed.
Yeah, I slept in abandoned buildings a lot. I slept in hallway, and it ain't sleeping.
I mean, anybody could be down on their luck. You can have $1 million a day and be broke tomorrow.
Streetwise is instead of shaking a cup or asking for money, we have news. We have a product of news you can use today.
You develop your own business as an entrepreneur.
You're giving something back.
Streetwise is a low barrier opportunity for people to earn money immediately with dignity. And they do that by selling a magazine that we publish weekly. They buy it from us for 90 cents, sell it for $2, thereby earning money immediately.
It gives you some self-esteem to know that you're running your own business and that you doing something for yourself.
To me, every time I'm out there, some of them sell on Sunday too, but I don't mind it, like Monday through Saturday. But I'm always pouring my heart out there.
The mission and the intent of the organization is to empower the entrepreneurial spirit through the dignity of self-employment.
Vendors are different from a panhandle, okay? Because vendors get up every morning just like people that go to work, every day. That's what I like about it. I see people in the morning, they're on their way to work, and guess what? I'm already at work.
We get to hang out for a couple months a year pretty deeply with some really cool people at Streetwise. I think it's easy to say we've gotten more from them than they've gotten from us. Like, I've learned and felt so deeply some of the things that I've realized.
You can actually come in and discover a new family, a whole new family, Streetwise as a family.
You can develop your soft skills. Even if you just want to go get a 9 to 5, you got to know how to deal with the public in any and everything you do. So it's great.
You can come and use the computer. You know, we have a job service. You can come in and develop your resume.
When they say the entrepreneur spirit, it gets up on you. Other things hit you. You see other things that you might want to get into.
We still are human beings.
We're not all in the same place, frame of mind, but we're all equal because we're all human.
Good job, everyone. Fuck!